Came at me like on the ground there dying. I wanted to see her again so bad. You know, I love her so much, and I didn't want to leave her alone in this world. It was hard to deal with that, like to keep it together, you know. Like, yeah. I look above my arms, then I see him. And he started roaming around me like this. It was really close. Had no strength left. I was like between life and death. And I was more on the side of death than life, let me tell you that. I had no more strength left. The bear was this close to me. His breath, I could smell his breath. I could see it. His tongue was so close. His tongue was huge. He was just licking himself. All the blood on his face. I felt I was just about to die. I believe in God. I firmly believe in God. I said, God, send my angel guardian to protect me. Then I looked, the bear was like 20 feet away this time. But he was still whirling around me, and he was just bawling. The bear had me, and I couldn't understand why he didn't finish me. Something was keeping him at bay. He couldn't make it to me. I asked God, keep your hand above me, protect me from the beast. I look. Then he was about like, oh my God, he was about 50 feet away from me, like maybe more. Then he was gone. I couldn't hear him no more. I knew he was going to come back. I knew he was probably back away just to leave me time to die. I said, I gotta do something. I started crawling on the ground. I crawled maybe 20 feet. I was full of blood. I couldn't even see. I had blood all over my face. There was blood just pouring out, like just pouring. And I saw a little acorn tree, so I decided I'm gonna lift up my legs as high as I could in the trees to slow down the bleeding. I gotta phone somebody, so I said, I gotta phone Louise, I'm gonna phone my wife.
I was puttering around the house. I went in the spare room. I said, oh, hi, babe, you ready? He said, hey, I just got attacked by a bear. I said, you what? What's going on? He says, I'm attacked by a bear. You better come right away, right away. The only thought I had in my head was to get to him. I hung up and I ran out, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is.
I phoned 911 and I spoke with the operator. I told her, I said, I've been mauled by a black bear. I'm bleeding to death. I said, you gotta hurry. You gotta send some rescue to get me out of here.
When I first initially received the call, I was in a state of disbelief that someone had actually been attacked by a bear, and were able to make a phone call to 911. Grab all of our first aid gear, as well as our rifle.
I drove to where I dropped him off. Then the police officer started walking towards me, and he asked me, well, where did he go in? Where was it that he went in? I dropped him off here, and he walked in.
At the same time, being well aware of potential threats with the bear still lurking. he could jump out at any time.
Through there, I was hoping and praying that he was going to be okay.
The bush was very thick. There was no path. I had several cuts on my arms from branches as we were trying to move that fast.
Time stopped. It's like I was there alone. It's like there was nobody around. I was bleeding too.
I started pacing. I was walking out the road and back, pacing. I'm gonna go walk up to the entrance and wait for them there because I'm not doing anything here. I knew I had to find him. So I started to go into the bush. I got to the edge of the bush and I wasn't quite sure where to go in. All of a sudden, I heard this voice in the bush. And that's when he yelled, "Help!" I yelled to the police officers. I said, I can hear him.
Eventually we reached Gerald to see him laying on his back, covered with blood. What looked like a scene right from a horror film. The blood trailed down the entire tree, almost like as if he was dragged down. And it was completely surreal. I didn't understand how someone could survive such an attack. I'm scanning the area with my rifle, looking for any type of movement in the bush, any sounds. We didn't know if the bear was still around, if it was lurking, if it was waiting.
There was a helicopter that was coming in. And when I heard that, I knew it was bad. I wanted to see Gerald in the worst way when they put him in the helicopter, but they said that they had to rush him to the nearest hospital and they couldn't wait. What did this bear do to him? How extensive are these wounds? I wouldn't want to lose my Gerald. He is my soulmate. There is no one else out there for me. Maybe I'll get there and he'll be
on Animal Planet.
After they took Gerald up in the helicopter to the hospital, one of my friends drove me to the hospital to be with him. Watching them wheeling him into the operating room, it was frightening. I mean, he was bandaged, his arms, his legs all the way up over his knees, his head was all bandaged. I had no idea it was this bad. He was so ripped apart. Oh my God, my poor baby. Every time I think about what the bear was doing to him, my gut turns and it wrenches and it hurts. It hurts to know that he went through that. I waited about 6 hours before I heard. She said, he went through surgery and he's stable. He's going to be okay, she said. It's a miracle.
10.5 hours later, I woke up in the hospital, and my wife's beside me and tell me that I'm gonna be all right. It was like music to my ears. I was sure I was never going to see her again.